A very warm welcome to all the students. In last lecture, we discussed about digestion and absorption in human being, including what is nutrition, what are nutrients, what are different modes of nutrition, why do our body require nutrition, what are different steps of holozoic nutrition, and alimentary canal along with its diagrammatic representation. In today's topic, we'll be discussing about the anterior-most opening of the alimentary canal, which is bounded by the two movable labia known as lips, followed by the oral cavity, which will include the hard palate, the soft palate, the details of tongue, functions of tongue, taste buds, and also about teeth, differentiation of teeth. This is again an important topic from the point of view of examination in different competitive fields. Digestive tract of man. Talking about the preview, we'll be discussing about mouth, vestibule, oral cavity, tongue, teeth, and structure of teeth. Mouth. Transverse slit bounded by two movable lips called labia. So, mouth is referred to as two movable slit which are bounded by labia. Labia is this region. So, alimentary canal begins with two openings, basically the anterior opening and the posterior opening. The anterior opening is referred to as mouth and the posterior opening is referred to as anus. Mouth leads to the oral cavity. The next structure which follows the mouth is referred to as oral cavity. Vestibule. It is MCQ question. What is vestibule? It is the space between lips and gums in front and gums and cheek on the sides. So vestibule is this region, and when we are talking about vestibule, this region which is surrounded by teeth and upper teeth and gums on one side and cheek on the other side is referred to as upper vestibule, and the region which is aligned by teeth and gum on one side, lower teeth and gum on one side and cheek on the other side is referred to as lower vestibule. Its lining has got mucus glands. So all the mucus glands, they secrete their secretions directly into the vestibular region. Oral cavity. The main structure inside oral cavity are palate. When we talk about the palate, there are two main regions, the hard palate and the soft palate. The hard palate is the anterior bony area. It has transverse ridges called palatine rugae. This is the MCQ question. Where are the palatine rugae present? So they are present on the hard palate. What is the function of hard palate? It holds the food during mastication. Soft palate is the posterior soft part of the oral cavity. It is made up of connective tissue and muscles. Ovula is present in this region. It is the posterior most part of the soft palate, hanging in pharynx and closes internal nostril during deglutition. So this is MCQ question. What is the function of ovula? It closes nostrils during deglutition. Tongue. It is also known as lingula. The other name for tongue is lingula. Freely movable, since it can freely move. Single, pinkish, oval, elongated, highly muscular and protrusible, since it can be protruded, so it is known as highly muscular and protrusible organ. Lingual frenulum attaches tongue to the floor of the buccopharyngeal cavity. So the floor of the mouth is known as the buccopharyngeal cavity, and this structure, lingual frenulum, which is MCQ question, attaches tongue to the floor of buccopharyngeal cavity. Sulcus terminalis. divides the oral and pharyngeal part of the tongue? This is again MCQ question. What divides the oral and pharyngeal part of the tongue? The answer is sulcus terminalis. The limbs of the sulcus terminalis, this part, runs laterally, that is sideways, and forward towards the front region from the median pit, that is the center, called the foramen cecum. So this is again MCQ question. Where is foramen cecum present? It is present at the middle point of the sulcus terminalis. Upper surface of the tongue has numerous projections called papillae. So there are different sorts of papilla which are present on the tongue. Some of these bear taste bud. So this is again MCQ question. Where are taste buds present? So on the tongue, only some of the papilla bear taste bud. So not all of the papilla, they bear taste bud. There are 4 main type of papilla. Circumvallate papillae, these are circular, round in shape, 8 to 10 in number. Largest, extends from one side to the other, present on the posterior most part of the tongue. So when we talk about circumvallate papillae, they are present in this region of the tongue and they are the largest. This is again MCQ question. Fungiform papillae, these are mushroom shaped, again MCQ question. Numerous, present at the anterior margin and tip of the tongue. So they are referred to as fungiform papillae. Foliate, these are leaf-like, flat, 8 to 10 in number. This is again MCQ question. Present at the posterior margin of the tongue and they are not developed in human. This is a very important MCQ question. Which of the papillae are not developed in humans? Filiform papillae, these are conical shaped, again MCQ question. Smallest and most numerous, distributed throughout the tongue and they lack taste buds. So this is again a very important MCQ question. Which of the papillae lack taste buds? So the answer will be filiform papillae. Talking about the teeth, it is an important organ used for mastication of the food. So teeth can be differentiated on the basis of the following categories: on the basis of differentiation, on the basis of their attachment to the bone, on the basis of the succession. So on the basis of the differentiation of teeth, it is broadly divided into 2 main categories, the homodont and the heterodont. Homodont, as the name suggests, structurally and functionally similar teeth are referred to as homodont, whereas heterodont, these are different in structure and function and they are of following type, like incisors, canine, premolars and molars. So incisors, these are the front teeth, single rooted, only one root is present. Monocuspid, that is only one cusp is present. This is monocuspid and this is single rooted. Long, curved and sharp edged, they are adapted for cutting. So this is again MCQ question. Which of the following teeth is used for cutting of the food? These are incisors. Canine, these are again single rooted. Monocuspid, they are meant for piercing, tearing and offense and defense. Again MCQ question. Which of the following teeth is used for piercing, tearing and offense and defense? So the answer would be canine. Premolars, these have one root. Only in upper premolar 2 roots are present and they are bicuspids. So they have 2 cusps and only upper premolar will have 2 roots. This is again MCQ question and they are meant for crushing, grinding and chewing. Molars, they have more than 2 roots. Upper molars have 3 roots. Again MCQ question. And lower molars have 2 roots. They are four cuspids. So classification on the basis of attachment. Here the teeth could broadly be divided into three main categories: acrodont, pleurodont and thecodont. Acrodont refers to teeth where they are attached to free surface or the summit of the jawbone. They are freely attached to the jawbone. Whereas talking about pleurodont, these are the teeth which are attached to the inner side of the jawbone. Now in this category, teeth are attached to the inner side of the jawbone. Thecodont, teeth have well developed roots implanted in sockets called alveoli in the jawbone, just as in humans. So human teeth are thecodont. On the basis of succession, teeth could broadly be divided into three main categories: monophyodont, diphyodont and polyphyodont. Speaking of polyphyodont, in lower vertebrate, teeth can be replaced indefinite number of times in their lifetime. That means the organism can keep shedding and keep getting new teeth indefinite times throughout their lifetime. Diphyodont, as the name suggests, di means two set of teeth. So in most mammal, teeth develop during life in two successive sets. Again, as in human, a primary set of temporary milk teeth or the deciduous teeth replaced by secondary set of permanent adult teeth. The third category is monophyodont. As the name suggests, mono means one set of teeth. So in some mammals, only one set of teeth develops. Talking about the structure of teeth, the bulk of the tooth is formed of dentine, which is secreted by mesodermal odontoblasts. That means those odontoblasts which are mesodermally derived. Odontoblasts are the dentine secreting cells. The hardest substance of the body of the tooth is enamel. It is produced by amyloblast. So enamel is produced by amyloblast and dentine is produced by odontoblast. It is made mainly from calcium phosphate and hydroxyapatite. So this is again MCQ question. What is enamel made up of? So enamel is made up of calcium phosphate and hydroxyapatite. This hard surface of teeth made up of enamel helps in mastication of food. Roots of the tooth is covered by cement, which is secreted by cementocytes. So cementocytes are the cells secreting cement, which fixes the tooth in the socket with the help of periodontal ligament. So periodontal ligament, made up of collagen fibers, covers the cement and fixes the tooth in the socket. This is again MCQ question. What fixes the tooth in the socket along with the cement? Sharpest fiber running between the periodontal membrane and cement to hold the tooth in the socket. This is again MCQ question. What is the location of sharpest fiber?